Hello everyone. Thank you for each and every one of you for being here with us today. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously help us make this event come together to become a success. In today's event, our presentation will focus on the topic of online scam and the prevention tips. Without wasting much time, let's welcome our first speaker.
First of all, thank you all for coming here today. Before I begin, for those who do not know me, my name is Chia Yushan, one of the members from media team. Over the next 2 minutes, you are going to hear about an online scam case. Every year, it seems scammers get more and more clever, and new technique designed to steal from us. And the best thing you can do to fight them is learn their way so you can spot the scam from the mile away. So that's what we are going over today. I got one scam technique that have become more prevalent leading into 2021, most of which are internet and phone based, and how you can also defend against the scam. Next. So the first one you need to watch out for is a pretty clever email based scam. With this, the scammer will basically impersonate some high level manager or executive. They might do this by either spoofing email address or using the person's actual email account to send it out. For the scam, they will request help from us and signaling that they require a huge amount of money to leave the country. They will further convince you in assisting them to get the money out of the country, and for our help, we will get paid a percentage of about few million US dollar. Once the scammer get the money, they will just disappear and you will be a victim of criminal activity. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Now we are going to take a look at the Nigerian 419 scheme. So, for information, the 419 advanced fee scheme is actually a particular type of advanced fee scheme that originates from Nigeria. The scammer will usually target individuals via email or social media. The scammer will pretend to seek for your help to transfer a large amount of money by asking you to pay a transaction fee and promise will give you some commission as a reward. But because this is a scam, so once you pay the transaction fee, they won't actually reply to you anymore. In fact, no one will actually seek help from a random stranger to transfer a large quantity of money. So just think logically and simply ignore this kind of message to prevent yourself from being scammed. Thank you.
Okay, so my name is Jinhan. You can also call me Ken. So today I'm going to share with you how to recognize online scam. Next, please. Next, please. Okay, thank you. So first of all, when you receive a phone call or a text message or an email, you definitely be aware of it and always stick to the if it's too good to be true mantra. Just just like scammers will usually try to gain your trust by claiming that they are from a legitimate and genuine business. And also, if you are in doubt that it is maybe a bogus organization, you can always ask them as many questions as you like. Well, if they get annoyed by your questions, then it's probably a scam because legitimate business organizations wouldn't get annoyed when you ask them loads of questions. And also, the second one, you should also visit reputable sites, which means sites that are verified and guaranteed safe, because you wouldn't know that bogus what is lurking inside the bogus web page. And yeah, weird looking links, you also need to be aware of that because you know I don't know whether you heard of this, but there's always something saying attractive things are never good. I don't know whether you heard of it. And and also the and also if you are in doubt, you must always check and also guard your personal information with your life, because majority of cases scammers are not aware of your personal details, but then they will usually use a psychological technique to make you believe that you have no choice and convinces you that you have no other options left but to share personal details with them. And yeah, you also need to always be aware of the of all monetary transactions, because yeah, who wants to let people earn, I mean, people steal their hard-earned money away. So but then if for instance, when people ask for your bank account, then you should definitely share, because yeah, why, it's good waiting money coming into your bank account, right? But then besides of your bank account, you shouldn't share other bank details with others. And also, you should, when in public places, you should always avoid using public Wi-Fi as well, especially when doing any online transactions, because that's very public Wi-Fi are usually very vulnerable, that allow scammer to access your data, and from there, I don't know what they will do. Probably they will cause disturbances in your life, or maybe cheat your hard-earned money away. And also, the last but not least, when you're in doubt, you should always verify before you click on it. Don't let those tantalizing advertisements lure you into their trap. And yeah, just like on the previous example, the Nigerian 419 scam, it's too good to be true, right? Because no one would definitely share their benefits with you when you don't know who they are. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone. If you communicate with people or use internet, you may be the scammer's goal. Next, please. Next, please. Next, yeah. Okay. Become the scammer's goal because the scammers is get money direct for you, or them can sell your information for money. Scammers also can hack into your computer, then use your computer to help them find money. Beware of scammers. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sui, and I'm going to talk about the DDoS attack. The DDoS attack is a short term for distributed denial of service attack. The attacked website would receive requests exceeding its capability to handle, thus preventing the website from functioning smoothly, causing great slowdowns. Targets for DDoS attack will usually be sites involving money transactions and online services. Next. Ransomware is a type of malicious software designed to block access to a computer system till a sum of money is paid. In the case of the DDoS attacks, a sum of money is required to pay to the scammers to stop the attack, so make sure to install anti-ransomware protections. Next. And now I'm going to talk about how DDoS attack is carried out. In this slide, you could see that a bootmaster is controlling a few computers. A bootnet is a network of computers infected by viruses, by malware that are under the control of a single attacking party. In the case of the DDoS attack, the bootnet would be used to send huge number of requests to the victim source. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ng Wei Chen, and okay, we can here see a very classical example of a very common way for scams. Now, this is a letter sent by that you have won a lottery. Okay, but something like this will really happen on you. Is it quite very surprised? Before you feel surprised, please beware. Okay, here the person who sent you the letter will request you for a huge fee. You know, they need to send your money to your bank account and they need some transaction fee. Okay, what is it about actually, this fraud? And how come that you are scammed by others? Okay, next. Okay, this is somehow we call advance fee fraud. Okay, the fraudster will always target victims to make advance or upfront payments for goods, service, or financial gains that they will never send you afterward. Okay, type of advance fee fraud, there are many types of it, like the Nigerian 419 scam we talked about in before is also one type of this advance fee fraud. Okay, so beware. Sometimes you receive emails, letters, phone call messages about that you have won a lottery or you got some prizes in lucky draw, even though somehow they email you that you're a very far relative, they have an inheritance for you. Okay, please always beware and be skeptical of unsolicited money making offers, and never try to deposit or send money to someone that you are really not familiar with. Okay, yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zizian. Sorry.
Oscar, I'm afraid that you are muted.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So I'm Oscar. So I will go through one of the advanced free fraud mentioned by WeChat, which is lottery scam. So lottery scam actually will begins with an unexpected email notification, phone call, or mail-in. So those like emails calls will explain that you have won a large sum of money in a lottery. Then most of the time, the recipient of the message, that is the target of the scam, is usually told to keep the notice secret due to a mix-up in some of the names and numbers, and the target will be asked to contact an agent or something. Then after you contact the agent, they will ask you to pay some like processing fees or transfer charge so that you can get the money that you want. But after you pay it, you will never receive any lottery payment. And also many email lottery scams use the name of some legal lottery organization or corporation companies, but this does not mean that those legal organizations are involved with the scams. So I think that's all from me. So next speaker, please.
Hi, I'm Zizian. Work at home scam is a common scam due to this pandemic because many will lose their job. Conman will grab this opportunity and take advantage of us. Next. Advertisers offers kits that enable home workers to make money posting links on the internet. And once we pay for it, we have already fallen into their scheme. We will also be asked to make an upfront payment, but the job is very tempting. Hence, we should take to heart that there is no free lunch. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to conclude the protection strategies and those scams from the previous slides and how we can really avoid from it. And first is don't let strangers help you, because strangers, they didn't know you, then it's kind of weird that they will help you. And it's also weird that you suddenly get a lottery. It's like a free lunch just mentioned by the Zijian. Yeah, this one don't have free lunch, and Is company going to hire you? It's not that you pay a company to hire you. Yeah, it's not logic, right? Yeah, and also read the fine print, read the informations that's all stated by the document, and make sure you didn't fail in travel scam. Yeah.
So hello, I'm Steven. So I'm here to present about Click Here scam. So what is Click Here scam? So Click Here scam is also known as clickjacking attack or UI redress attack. So a UI redress attack is an attack when an attackers you must use multiple transparent layer to trick a user into clicking on a button or link on another page when they were intending to click on the top level page. So let me give you an example. So imagine this. A web user accesses a decoy website and clicks on a button to win a prize. But they didn't know that they had been deceived by an attacker into pressing an alternative hidden button on the page, and this result in the payment on an account on another side. So this is an example of clickjacking attack. Next. So what clickjacking attack would do to you? So they can get your identity or your account credentials. So besides that, it can also turn system features on and off, such as enabling your microphone and camera. Besides that, they can also gain control on your computer. Not necessarily the whole PC, but they can gain control on some features like your social media, which they can use to spread virus and worms. Besides that, it can also promote scams like by sending scam and launching distribute denied service attacks. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello guys, today I'm going to talk with you all about malware scam. Actually, malware scam is commonly known as a computer virus. They actually designed to disrupt, disable, or take control of your computer system. They trick user clicking into the trap, and then there are several ways that actually we can protect ourselves from malware. First of all, actually we could use an antivirus software. If we really want to download something, we could use an antivirus program. First, we scan the downloaded file, then before we open it, make sure there's no harmful program contained inside. Second, we can then we don't trust those things when we are surfaced through the internet. Actually, we may come across some kind of things that pop-up windows or ads, they ask you to download their software. We should not do this kind of things because these softwares are actually very dangerous and might contain harmful virus inside. I would say best to ignore all of these things. Thank you guys very much. That's all of it.
Hello everyone, my name is Lei Yue and I'll be talking about email scams. Now, there are ways to detect whether an email is a scam or not. The first is by looking at the sender's email. If it looks suspicious, then it is probably suspicious and you should not trust anything the email is telling you. Now, the second way of detecting whether or not it is an email scam is by looking at the grammar. Sometimes they will replace certain words with numbers and or certain letters like the S with the $sign. They do this to avoid getting blocked by the email system because certain keywords are blocked if they are regarded as suspicious. Next. Now, here we see an example of an email scam. There are many types of email scam but I think this is one of the nastier ones. In this email, the scammer impersonates an IRS government agent telling us that they have failed to process our tax return. Now, they want us to send our information to them. That's the first red flag. Now, to prevent scammers from getting you, you have to understand that scammers usually go for several things. Now, they either go for information, money, or control. Now, if you're aware of these three things, you will be more alert. And when you're more alert, you will start to notice there's a pattern. Usually, they'll either ask for your email, or they want you to send money, or they will send links that will have viruses. So you have to be extremely careful when dealing with the former two. As for the latter, you'll have to check it manually by looking at their email and what they are asking of you. That will be all from me. Thank you.
My name is Carmen. I would like to talk about wrong transaction scam. In this case, scammer will send a message as they will pretend to be an official department. Here is an example. A scammer pretend as a hotel department send a message inform you that they have made a wrong transaction while processing your credit card. Then they will inform you that you need to click and fulfill some attachment. Then they just can return funds to you. When you click the attachment, it will install malware on your PC so that scammer will get your information of your credit card and they will be able to transfer money from a bank account to their account. That's all for wrong transaction scam.
Thank you, Carmen. My topic is natural disaster, or we can call current event scams. Actually, what is the natural scam? Natural scam is an intentional deception to fraud individuals and governments that result in personal gain. There are many types of natural disaster scams, including charitable solicitation, vendor fraud, insurance fraud, and impersonation. They are fast and sophisticated, such as barely hours after the Japan tragedies, bad guys began using email, fake websites, and malicious downloads to try to steal money or plant malware on user system. Next. Above are some incidents which relate to scams, so be aware to scams as natural disaster often brings out con artists and scammers hoping to profit off of people misfortune. Falling for cons and scams can create a financial disaster following the natural disaster. That's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Kahui, and hello everyone. My name is Shim Lain. Now I'll continue to discuss about the online job application. In this digital age, I believe most of us will face an issue of applying job online, no matter it's now or in the future. Yet, online is full of deceiving and scamming. The problem of online job application is if you accept any attachment of emails like the resumes or the job applications from the strangers, the attachment might contain malware. Also, the job application post on the LinkedIn might become the target of scammers. Hence, I'll introduce 3 methods to avoid job scam. Firstly, check the details of the company that approaches you. Secondly, make appointment from the company to discuss the details about your job application. Lastly, do not transfer money for any job opportunity because you are paid for a job, not paying for a job. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so actually, the Scaleware Arcaro software is a fake security software. Yeah, they try to get your personal or credit card info, and it's a malicious software. Yeah, that means it's a fake security software.
Okay. Hello, I'm Jojo, and now let me talk about the fake security software. And we can see a passage by Greg Kaiser. He's a senior reporter, and he reported what he experienced. From his article, we can see that the fake security softwares have some features. They are not really softwares and can't satisfy your needs. Once installed, such software nags users with pervasive pop-ups and fake alerts until they fork over a fee to purchase the worthless programs, cost people some money to solve it. The second is that campaign is currently exploiting the hot news topic to get people to click on links that redirect their browser to the rogueware downloads. The third is when you search some photos or information, it is trying to install itself on people's computer. The fourth is their name may be very powerful, such as Windows Defender to puzzle people, or use the same name as those popular companies. Then what should we do to be away from them? The important thing I think is to be familiar with fake security software's feature and not click useless links. And the relevant network security departments should carry out a policy to stop those software. If we have enough knowledge, we can distinguish the fake software. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, so now is a second conclusion. Yeah, to conclude the slides above for all the protection strategies. Okay, first one we think is pick wrong password, strong passwords. I'm sorry. It's easy to remember and it's easy to remember, but don't use some things like easy to guess, like your birthday names or just simply your names. Yeah, try to think some things is complicated. And second thing is don't post too much information about yourself. Don't simply share locations. And third is use antivirus softwares and keep it up to date. This AV means antivirus softwares. Please make sure you use official antivirus software. So just what I just saying, don't use the Agara software. There's a kind of fake softwares. Third is apply security patch immediately. Yeah, patch means it's like something like a booting, something like a second update. And third is configure your computer. That means is you adjust the setting to auto update, and also update your mobile device, because your mobile device you always switch the maybe open WhatsApp webs. Yeah, it's all connected nowadays. Yeah, okay, so that's that. So that's a conclusion of the forensic strategies.
Hi, I'm KKI from media team. Okay, like this picture, you got this type of email. It asks you to check out the iPhone 5G. The goal here is to make you open the email out of grid. This is the most common type of online scam. It's followed by language that try to persuade you to click on a link. Next. Okay, when you click the link, you will get redirected to download an application. It's host on a hacker server. After that, the scammer will take control of your computer or mobile phone. So don't click on any attachment from any unknown sources or reply to the email. Next. It's frequently part of a phishing scam when scammers try to obtain customer information through PayPal website. They will provide a link to log into your PayPal account, but you will be routed to another website where they can steal your personal information or transfer your funds to their account. Next. Then the scammers will set up the website and email address that are designed to look legitimate. Okay, for example, they will use the same logo, colors, and text as the official site. A lot of these efforts will go into making the page seem as credible as possible. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the phishing mail. It's all related from the site, so it's a third conclude. Yeah, and you know, the phishing mail is like taken for the phishing. Yeah, that means 钓鱼网站. So the email is very authentic with the computer, sorry, with the company logos and link to the fake websites that look authentic, but it's not. Yeah, it's trying to tilt you into the trap. Okay, so it's also the protection strategies that we can conclude from the previous slide is to check out the file names. You know, exe is something like executable file. That means when you install software, they will put a message like, do you want this one to take over your computer? So please aware that, you know, GIF and exe. And, you know, you're going to check out the link, whether it's genuine or not. You know, there will be some like unfavorable text. You know, there's something built behind. Yeah, then you should be aware for it. And also, it's recommended that you enter web address manually. Despite that, nowadays we all just type. Like want to get Google, type Google or type Facebook. Yeah, but please check the web address, and it's recommended that you remember it's the best. And also use a well-publicized phone number. Yeah, that's a conclusion for the peer side. Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Lilin Chen. And so now I want to discuss about Roman scam. So these 5 sentences in the slide are related to the Roman scam. Okay, next. So nowadays, millions of people turn to online dating apps or social networking sites to meet someone. But instead of fighting romance, many find a scammer trying to trick them into sending money. So the bad guy usually will use online dating or social networking sites and post attracting picture to attract someone, and they will use their high communication skill and gains victims' confidence. And finally, they will ask for money to pay travel expenses to meet in person, or medical expenses, or sometimes they will ask for to pay information about the fidelity of the victim's significant other. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Lee Renze, and I'm going to talk about the psychology of a scam. Okay, next. Yeah, so scam is also influenced by the ways scammers employ to persuade people. And trust and scarcity is the two popular ways that scammer use. So what scammers craft message do? First, they try to get you to react, as they make you think you are heading off impending disaster or you are getting a great deal by doing what the scammer says. And they are clever at bypass your normal rational to the process. And the second one is play upon your desire to help. So we know that once a person has accepted the helper role, they usually find it awkward or difficult to back off from helping. And the third is start small and create a momentum of compliance by making a series of requests, and they will start by requests from innocuous ones. Next. Next. Okay, so scammers also prey on our ignorance, got last. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Loji Chen and my topic is scam via SMS. So the first of all, the scammer will use a variety of every changing story to try to rope you in. Like they may promise free price, gift card or coupon, or offer you a low or no interest credit card. Besides, they also will promise that they will help you to pay off your student loan. So the scammer also will send fake messages that say that they have some information about your account or transaction. They will say that they have noticed some suspicious activity on your account and claim there is a problem with your payment information. By the way, they also will send you a fake invoice that tell you to contact them if you didn't authorize the purchase. So next slide. Okay, so the scammer will refer to use a mobile phone text message to scam money. So with the improvement of people cognition level, the language and content of SMS will changing with each passing day, and These are just the tips of the icebergs of scam SMS. Next slide, please. So the scammer is extremely aggressive and refusing to hang up the phone because they know that if you hang up the phone, they can't scam you again because they know that you know they are scammer. So scammer also had the consumer information such as password, account number, or social security so that they can improve the consumer level. The next slide. So this is the Windows Service Center scam. So the scammer may call you directly on the phone and pretend to be representative of the tech company. They might even spoof the caller ID so that it displays a legitimate support phone number from a trusted company. They will probably ask you to install application that give them remote access to your device. Using the remote access, this experienced scammer can misrepresent normal system messages as signs of problem. So the scammer might also initiate contact by displaying fake error messages on website you visit, displaying support number and enticing you to call. They may also put your browser in full screen mode and display pop-up message that won't go away, apparently locking your browser. This fake error message aim to scare you into calling their technical support hotline. Next slide. Next slide. Maybe it's lagging. Oh, oops, sorry. I think it's my screen lagging. Can you previous slide? Or so when you engage with the scammer, they can offer a fake solution for your problem and ask for the payment in the form of a one-time fee or subscription to a proprietary support service. That's all.
Good day, everyone. I'm Bishin. Now, I would like to share about what you should do when you are scammed out of money. Maybe one day you get a call at work from the help desk and they need your password to fix a network problem. So what should you do when you encounter these situations? Next. Firstly, you don't respond immediately. It is because you still don't know what that person's intentions are. Secondly, you can verify caller's identity with get their name and phone number. If the person is claiming to be an employee, look him up in employee directory. And you can also try to observe whether his phone number starts with expected prefix. Thirdly, you must call the organization's company or help desk and ask them whether the instructions you receive are correct. When you call the organizations, remember to use the normal and published phone number. Lastly, if you receive a call mention your family members or friends in distress, try to call them to verify to prevent fraud. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hey everyone, my name is Wilson, and right now I would like to be talking about the Facebook survey scam.
Sorry, Wilson, I think your mic is quite low. Your sound. Yeah, I mean you can speak louder. Yeah, can. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Wilson, and today I would like to talk about the Facebook survey scam. It is a type of phony survey that used to aiming for your personal details. If using Facebook as a constant target due to the constant buzzing with news and human interaction. It is known to be the easiest method for the scammer to do all of this because how easily it will draw anyone's curiosity. Most of the survey were made to be as realistic as possible and in order to deceive everyone. This survey is made up of 3 types of anatomy: exposure, diffusion, and jackpot. Each anatomy were used to spread out this type of lies so that people will actually answer this survey and gain their information. In order to prevent this, try to see that if the survey consists of misspelled misspelled words or grammar error. Well, unless if your friend is terrible at typing. And try to make sure that you try to download safe browsing technology or firewall in your computer to prevent. And lastly, try to make sure if you download full antivirus when you're downloading the file to prevent any virus from entering your file. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Junhao, and my topic I'll be talking about is about shortened URL scams. So let's start with a simple example. So let's say on Twitter, there's a tweet that says you can get more followers if you follow this person back, and he attaches a link to the side of it, and you click onto the link, and it leads you to a website that asks you to enter your Twitter username and password. Now, by doing that, you've just given control of your account to someone else, and they then may post spam or malicious updates and links, send unwanted messages, or violate other Twitter rules with your account. Next slide. So a URL is basically just a web address that directs a browser to a specific web page online. So as we can see on the slide, there is a URL and its shortened version there. So the scammers are widely using this technique to circulate massive amounts of malware online. This is due to the fact that people who receive these links will blindly just click on them, and they will be led to some malicious website where they will be scammed out. So what can we do to prevent being scammed by this? So firstly, we have to be wary of any links that have the appearance of a shortened URL. Next, you should also, if you have doubt about the link that you receive, then you can copy and paste it into a URL lengthener to get the original URL. And last but not least, always ensure that your internet security software is up to date. That way, if you do land on a malicious website, your software will alert you and instantly block any attempts to upload malware onto your device's system. So ultimately, we should be cautious of any links that we receive to stay safe. That's all from me. Thank you.
So skimmers is basically a device that can read and copy your card numbers, and data is often transferred.
Sorry, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, can hear you.
Hello everyone, my name is Arash Afsari from the sponsorship department, and now I'm going to discuss the skimmer devices. In a short explanation, we can say a device can read and copy card numbers. But for more complete explanation, we can say the skimmer is a card reader that can appear as part of an ATM. The skimmer attachment collects card numbers and PIN codes, which are then converted into counterfeit cards. Skimming is a scam that occurs when an ATM is compromised by a skimmer. When you insert your card into an ATM to which a skimmer is attached, you inadvertently pull it through the counterfeit reader, which scans and stores all your data from a magnetic strip and also records your PIN from the keyboard. This puts scammers at greater risk than other forms of card risk because the card data collected can be used to withdraw ATM cash. In continue, data is then transferred onto cloned credit cards. and they are used to withdraw cash at other ATMs or buy goods even on internet that is easier. Next slide. And in next slide, please. Okay. And in this slide, we will understand how to identify these devices or how to spot a skimmer. Skimmers are difficult to spot. We have to search for inappropriate colors or materials, something like cheap plastic versus metal. Glue or sticky patches, the card reader that is sticking out a little more than usual. Before inserting a card into an ATM slot, wiggle the slot, and ATM slots that have skimmers will appear loose, whereas those that do not have skimmers will not wiggle at all. Use them in well-lit public places, especially if there are surveillance cameras nearby. Next slide. In this slide is written a sentence that has a very important meaning. Internet doesn't make you stupid. It just makes your stupidity possible. My impression is that people who want to misuse your information, and with just small mistake from you, they can access your information. Thank you for listening me to so far. I will pass it to next person. Bye.
Okay, so these kind of new terms of traditional to the cybercrime, and you can see internet allows the bad guy to reach more potential victims. There is the evolve of the names. I mean, yeah, the specific names like burglary is evolved to hacking. Yeah, it's all going online nowadays. Yeah, there's more. But bullying to cyberbullying, yes, it's all as cybers. You can see there's all as cybers in front. And so vandalism, there's all computer virus, and also the new term of hacktivisms. And you can see internet crimes is quite of a serious problems. There is many cases that happens years, and these figures is going to increase the years over the years. Yeah, so there's important you have knowledge for it.
Okay, hi, I'm Dong Tian. Before we continue, let's look at the example in the slide. Hi, my name is Hedy and I see you for a rent. I'm coming over to US for work or study program that's sponsored by Swedish government. And there is no risk for renting to me, but I got one check to cover both rent and travel. So I will send you the check and you can deposit it, keep the rent payment and send me the rest. So after looking at this example, did you guys know what type of scam encountered in the slide? Next slide, please. Okay, I believe that most of you had known the correct answer. Yes, it is overpayment scam. So how does overpayment scam works? Overpayment scam is a bad guy send you a check for more than correct amount, and they will ask you to deposit the check and refund the difference to them. And the scammer will, rather than canceling and reissuing the check, since they trust you. And if you pay them for the refund, you will never get back your money and the check amount. So how can we avoid from overpayment scam? We should alert to every single call that asks us to pay money, and do not pay money before checking with bank for the authenticity for the check and all the transaction. That's all for me. Thank you for listening.
Okay, so you can see from the all previous steps and all protection strategies I made is all based on common sense, and you know it's storage, but it's a superpower. It's all based on your common sense. Yeah. And yeah, it's the end of our presentations. And now we're going to open an Q&A sections for our audience. Yeah, that means for our outsiders and also open for our members if you have any queries. And anyone you want to share your personal opinions. Yeah. Okay. So for everyone, you feel free to drop your questions into the chat. Yeah, we are not professional. This is a community service organized under the SMU's project, but we try to answer you. Yeah, and sorry for that because with some some dissatisfaction. It's not 100% for perfect for our presentations, but I hope that at least we can give you a briefing of online SIM. At least you know about it. Because this topic is going hot. I mean, for our not for our country, also for the world, is everything is moving online. Yeah, so that's why our project choose this as a topic, and I hope this really and hope it doesn't waste your time. Yeah, maybe there's some stops we waste some time. I'm sorry about this, and yeah, I hope this webinar didn't waste your times, and yeah, I hope you really learned something about it. Okay. Yes, now we'll open the Q&A sessions. So I feel free to drop your questions and we'll answer you one by one. Okay, maybe for audience, maybe a little bit clear, maybe yeah, we will give you 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes for thinking about questions. Yeah, and for the rest of time, you can answer you. So yeah, for this, please take your time to think out your questions, and we'll answer you one by one. Yeah. Yeah, so this 5 minutes is basically a break. It's basically a break, yeah, for the audience and also for the members to think of the questions that you would like to ask. Yeah, we this 5 minutes is a break, and after that, and 8 p.m. Yeah, I mean 8 p.m. we will continue our Q&A sections. Yeah, okay. So see you in 5 minutes. Yeah, thanks. Okay, now is the APM is finished our 5-minute break. Yeah, I guess there's someone to ask the questions. Yeah, thanks for participations. Okay. Okay, so this us is any best we can seek for help when you face online. Yeah, that means when you are being scams, what the first step you need to do is stop all contact with the scammers, and once you realize you're being scammed, do not continue conversations, and also do not make any more payments. Contact the bank or service if you send the money through, and there's different kinds of institutions for each country. For I think America is FTC Consumers Informations. For our country is Malaysia is MCMC. Yeah, that means Malaysia's Communications is Multimedia. You can always raise. Yeah, you can raise a report to them if you face any. I mean, you're being scammed by others. Okay. Okay, is there any questions for outsiders and also for our members? Anyone would like to share your personal experience? Yeah, if you don't, then maybe if you don't, maybe I share my little bit experience lah. For what I've been in games. It's basically, let me check on the sites. Yeah, it's basically what the story is. There's one day often we often find some like cracked software. Yeah, we usually do not need to pay for the genuine ones. Yeah, and this some cracked software they this was when a free lunch, and if you are being scammed, for me my experience is all my files like whether it's JPEG or PNG is all converted into a unreadable format. It means you couldn't open it. If you want to open it, you're gonna pay for it. Pay for the website. It's how scammers make money. Yeah, but luckily, but during the time I'm actually actually I really graduated from the high school lah. I haven't go to the university, so yeah, so I didn't lose much data. Yeah, it's okay. So next time please buy genuine software from the genuine website. And and if it's not everyone you don't have any questions, I think for others, for outsiders, you can leave now. Yeah, for the audience, I think you can leave now. And thanks for participation. For members, please remain your seat. Yeah, I mean, wait for the audience to leave. For audience, before you leave, I hope you can leave a review. Yeah, leave a review. Because this first time you organize this type of event. We can leave a review, whether it's good or not, and anything you want us to improve. Yeah, because we all students is like a school projects, and it's under NPO subject. That means it's compulsory by the government. That we need to carry out this, and all thing is moving online, and we couldn't have a physical contact. Yeah, that means it's got many limitation for us, but we try to do our best in a small scale. I hope that you really enjoy this and you really learn something with this. Yeah, for other outsiders, I mean, yeah, before you leave, you can leave a review lah, whether it's good or not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but again, thanks for everyone your participations. Yeah, thanks for everyone you join us. Yeah, and hope that you really feel this meaningful. Feel this will happen in the future. Yeah. Yeah, hello outsiders. I see you still in the meeting. Yeah, I mean, just curious about whether I mean, for the audience, whether you have any questions or not. Yeah, because I see you're still in the meeting. There's one which Chan Yao Xiang, and also the Tang Wei Yang. Yeah, thanks for two you join us meeting, and you are the, there's 3 outsiders, but one is relief and Eustace. Yeah, I hope that we can, you leave a review before you leave a meeting. And yeah, I'm so curious about whether you have any questions or not. Oh, okay, so maybe our audience is thinking about something. So let's wait more 5 minutes. Yeah, give from our audience that there's some time to thinking about it. Yeah, maybe they're thinking about it. I mean, everyone just wait 5 minutes. Okay, because we still have some time lah. Because basically what I plan is until the 8:30. Yeah, the other 30 minutes is spare from the Q&A section. That's why initial planning. Yeah. Okay. So maybe we'll give 5 minutes to our outsiders and also our members. They you see any questions or not? Yeah, if don't, then yeah, we'll start considering. Then we can end our session earlier. Yeah, thanks. I really see your review. Yeah, thanks for your review.